Hello and welcome. In this video, we're talking about action menu items. Now, what is an action menu item? In simple terms, it's a way to make something happen. It doesn't open a form. It doesn't show data. You click it, and logic runs. Think of it like a button that actually does work, instead of just looking busy. And why is it important? Because business systems are not just about viewing information. They're about taking decisions. And these decisions should never live inside the UI. They belong in logic. Action menu items act as the bridge between the UI and the business logic. The form stays simple. The logic stays centralized. And future developers don't quietly curse your name. In this video, we'll use action menu items to approve and reject leave requests. Let's get started. Now let's move into the actual flow. First, we create a class called LM_ApproveLeaveRequest. This class will handle the approval logic. The very first thing we add inside this class is a main method. Now this is important. Action menu items always look for a main method. If the class does not have a main method, the action menu item simply won't work. No errors. No warnings. Just, nothing happens. So yes, the main method is mandatory. Inside the main method, we use the Args parameter. Args helps us get the currently selected record from the form. In our case, that record is a leave request table record. So from Args, we retrieve the record and pass it to another method. Now we create a second method in the same class called approve. This method takes the leave request record as a parameter. And its job is very simple. Change the status to approved. And update the record. That's it. The main method acts like the entry gate. The approve method does the real work. Clean separation. Now instead of writing everything again for rejection, we do something smarter. We duplicate the class. Rename it to LM_RejectLeaveRequest. Inside this class, we keep the same structure. We still have a main method. But now the logic method is called reject. And instead of setting status to approved, we set it to rejected. Same design. Next, we create the action menu items. We create an action menu item called LM_ApproveLeaveRequest. In the properties, we set the label. We set the help text. And we set the object type to class. Then we point it to the LM_ApproveLeaveRequest class. Now we duplicate this action menu item. Rename it to LM_RejectLeaveRequest. And point it to the reject class. At this point, the system knows what to run for each action. Now let's connect these actions to the UI. We open the leave requests form. In the action pane, we add two buttons. Approve. And reject. Each button is linked to its respective action menu item. Now let's test everything. We build the solution. Reload the application. Select the first leave request. Click Approve. The status updates. Now select another leave request. Click Reject. Again, the status updates. The UI stays simple. The logic runs in the class. And the action menu item connects them perfectly. Everything works exactly the way it should. So in this video, we learned what action menu items are and how to use them properly. We created action menu items for approving and rejecting leave requests. We connected them to the UI without adding logic to the form. And we prepared the foundation for real decision-making in the system. Thanks for watching. And remember, buttons are easy to add, but meaningful actions need proper design.